Gypsy Rose Blanchard sends a TikTok creator Ken's ex-girlfriend's information, like her full name, pictures of this girl, her Facebook profile name, and more. And to my
Oh my God, that escalated quickly.
knowledge, nobody knows who this girl is. I've never seen this girl's picture or name anywhere. I've never heard Ken say her name. It seems as though
it's just like a random person. Oh my God. Y'all, by the way, follow YouTuber Headlines, subscribe to them. Link is down in the description of this video. Go show them some love. This is a good video. They do a lot of good work. Let's keep going.
Gypsy was sending this information out to dismantle the rumors that Ken is in fact bi.
This grinder activity. I mean, and there's a Steve Wood, and you want to talk about that and squash
Sure,
that?
why not? I mean, I feel like I've already squashed this before, but it just keeps coming up because I think the reality is that people just love the drama and the speculation narrative rather than the truth, which is the truth is it's all lies. It's all complete BS. None of it has any proof behind
the grinder account is lies.
100% fake. Yeah, I've never even downloaded Grindr.
This content creator on TikTok, Ash2Trippy, posted a video titled Ken is in fact bisexual. I mentioned this in a previous video, but
sweet Jesus.
Ken went into her comments. He went into her live and made a lot of comments that were not nice. People reported his comments and his TikTok account got removed. All of this drama,
oh my God,
went down on Ash2Trippy's account because she was claiming that Ken is in fact bisexual. So Ken and Gypsy went over to her account to defend Ken, and Gypsy ended up sending Ash2Trippy some DMs with Ken's ex-girlfriend's information. Gypsy gives Ash2Trippy Ken's ex-girlfriend's full name. Full name. Was Gypsy hoping that she would release this information to the public?
Here she's telling me basically she wants to send me some information and she doesn't know how to send screenshots. So I ask her, what are you trying to send me information of? And she basically tells me who Ken's girlfriend was before he and I got back together. And I'm like, okay, for what purposes? Then she gives me her name.
Gypsy wrote, her name is blank. He started dating her a little after he broke up with me in 2019. They dated for 5 years and lived together in Dallas, and they broke up in February. And remember the unseen clip from Lifetime that just came out showing that Gypsy and Ken started talking in February? Back to Gypsy's message. If you look at her Facebook profile picture, he liked her picture. That's what I wanted to send you.
What do you want me to do with this information? Like, I don't really care.
Gypsy wrote, no one
oh my God, I don't really care.
knew who she was, and I wanted you to know that he nor I was lying when we said he had a girlfriend before we got back together. Everyone wants to pull out these men who claim to have been with him, so I wanted to show who he actually was dating. I don't want to be involved in the mess, but as a source that would like to remain private. She's a blonde chick. And what Katie Joy said about me finding pictures of her in his phone is true. I did get upset that he was looking at pictures of blank. In case you missed it, here's the clip of Katie Joy talking about how Christy told her Gypsy was upset because she found pictures of Ken's ex in his phone.
And why are you telling people?
Dear Lord, what the hell is going on around here? Heather, thank you so much for subscribing to the YouTube channel, or joining the YouTube channel. Very sweet, y'all. Click the link that's pinned up in the chat up there. Very sweet of you.
That Gypsy is going through Ken's phone constantly and picking fights with Ken for having photos of ex-girlfriends. Because Christy told me this. I know this because Christy told me this. Christy told me last week.
Not the going through the phone, ladies. Uh-oh.
Gypsy's going through Ken's phone. Christy told me last week that Gypsy and Ken have been fighting, that Gypsy doesn't trust Ken, that she got mad because Ken had like 5 photos of his ex-girlfriend in her phone, that she gets mad at Ken for being immature. She thinks Ken is immature. She doesn't think Ken will be a good father.
Back to Gypsy's DM. Now, not everything Katie Joy says is accurate, but for that, she was telling the truth about me and Ken fighting.
She tells me that the rumors do get her upset, and I let her know about all this. She tells me where it is at. And yeah, so I go ahead and tell her, is this what she wants me to do? And she said, no, I'm telling you that you had context. And I let her know where she could find all the videos and the proof of her man. So here's the last portion of it. Pause to read.
Gypsy said, I just wanted to come to you as a woman with what I know on my end. That's all. I hope you have a good rest of your day. Ash2Trippy responded, and I have also come with that, but thanks. I will check things out. Gypsy said, thanks for hearing me out. I sent the photos to your Facebook.
The photos were basically the girl's screenshot of her profiles, her Instagram, her Facebook, and screenshot of where Ken liked one of her profile pictures back from.
Oh damn! Not dudes liking profile pic. Remember they took that off of Instagram? There's some programmer guy that his girlfriend just kept being like, "Why did you like this person's Instagram? Why did you like that picture? Why did you?" And he was like, "I'm taking that code out. Done. I'm tired of dealing with that shit."
2019. And then there was just a really odd picture with Ken in the middle of this girl and another dude, which really doesn't disprove anything, but they were like at a function of some sort.
Ash Too Trippy said shortly after this conversation with Gypsy blocked her on TikTok and Instagram. Gypsy also sent a similar message to another content creator about Ken's ex-girlfriend. Conspiracy wrote, "She messaged me this, then immediately blocked me. She basically wanted us to post about Ken's ex to try to debunk the rumor that Ken is bi." I've also heard rumors.
What the hell?
That Gypsy and Christy got into it and the cops were called and Rod actually left the house and left Christy. Christy posted a TikTok saying, "If people believe a cop came to my house because Gypsy and I were fighting, y'all are just as ridiculous as the person spreading the lie. It amazes me. People believe so many lies." Christy also answered these questions in the comments. Were the police called? Christy said they were not called. Did Rod really move out? Christy said no. Christy was doing her best to kind of shut this rumor down, but I guess it wasn't enough because it seems like the family sent Rod to TikTok to talk about this to shut the rumor down. Rod is pretty new to TikTok. He has 3 videos. The first is a vacation he took with Christy. The second video is a happy birthday wish to Gypsy. And the third video is this one.
Address some of the rumors that's going around about a big fight at our house within Christy and Gypsy.
Oh, sweet baby Jesus. We saw this one.
Also, that I left Christy, been staying in a hotel for
Janie, thank you. Janie, thank you.
True. I'm home. I've been home. I've never left Christy. I don't intend to leave her. I love her. I think she's great. She's been supportive of Gypsy from day one throughout. And, you know, after Katrina, they were relocated, so we didn't know where they were. Christy spent months online reaching out to people, seeing if they knew anything about them, and she finally did find them. So in a lot of cases, Christy's done more than I have regarding Gypsy's support and her well-being. So yeah, she's made some mistakes. I have plenty big mistakes. We all have, I believe. You know, even Gypsy, she's still making mistakes.
I can't believe that's her dad, y'all. That dude looks like young as hell, but then he was like 17 when she was born though, right? Or like conceived or whatever.
Nobody expects it.
I don't know. I'm trying to catch up with all this stuff, y'all. I'm fine. I'm coming a long way, y'all. I see a picture. I'm like, that's her dad. Rod, right? With a D. I'm figuring all this out, y'all. You can't stop me. I'm coming in hot. Getting all the names down. Thanks, y'all. Thanks for the videos. Thanks for tagging me all these damn videos. Let's go.
And this will be perfect, but we're trying to build a family here now and hopefully progress from here. I learned from my mistakes, so just want to get that out there. Gypsy's here now. Her kid's doing fine. I think she's still pregnant, pretty sure. Also, about the rumors about her and Ken, just want to throw a joke in there. I don't think Ken would touch Christy with a 10-foot pole. Hi, Gypsy. Good morning. Clean your room. Love you. Anyway, so yeah, I'll build it to Blanchard. One point.
Gypsy left a comment on his video saying them rumors are growing so tall. TikTok are the best soap opera writers, LOL. Rod wasn't done defending the family.
Soap operas.
Just a few nights ago,
You can still watch them too.
Rod
Those two
joined Ivory Rose Nose live on TikTok.
And I think right now the public, with her continuing to financial gain off this whole crime, is again where the public is pissed off.
Yeah.
You were all making money off of such a horrific, horrible thing that was, again, we feel like that whole story was a scam. Okay? And the fact that she's still doing it doesn't, you got to say, admit it though, Rod, it doesn't look good.
No.
It looks crappy. I mean, at least be honest though. It looks like she's still trying to gain off of all of this.
Right.
I get it. I get that. I don't think anybody should be making money or
off of a horrific thing. And I think that's where the public comes in and goes, if it was a scam, all right, so I'm not even going to tell you, if it was a scam, and there was obviously, even if she did have Munchausen's by proxy, and I don't think she did, but even if she did, there was still a scamming on Gypsy's part either way. She knew a lot more. and she admitted to knowing a lot more. So then here you are scamming people for profit, and then you come out of prison where people feel you didn't serve enough time for your crime, and rightfully so. And then you come out and then you're getting all this financial gain for being noted and being quote unquote famous as exactly that. And so the people are pissed off, like you're dancing around here and getting loaded off the fact that you did something horrible. And then honestly, it's practically getting away with it scot-free, because 8.5 years compared to the life plus 25 that the other person got. Do you see where the public feels like, what's going on?
Yeah, I mean, I don't look at it like.
Man, I don't know. Y'all tell me what you think about that, because I could play devil's advocate and be like, I mean, yeah, it sucks. It's kind of weird. It's a little unethical to, be profiting off of something like that. But at the same time, she wouldn't be profiting off of something if people didn't want to watch it. You know what I mean? Like if people just like, because she said, well, the public, but the public is the people that are consuming it. Her little documentary got how many millions of views? They probably got at least 1 million views just because I was in it. That's a joke, y'all. They didn't get 1 million views because I was in it, but I was actually in it. They used one of my TikToks. Did you guys see me in that? When it's talking about her being pregnant, I'm like, Gypsy Rose pregnant. They used it. Go back and watch it. You'll see me in there. But you know what I mean? Like, it's one of those things. It's unethical. It feels icky, but just because it's unethical doesn't necessarily mean it's against the law. And if it's not against the law, then I guess scamming people is against the law. And if it's a scam, then absolutely. But I mean, if they're getting mad because she's got like TV deals and stuff like that, it's like, huh? Well, stop watching her. You know the fastest way to cancel somebody's TV show or whatever? Stop watching it. Stop talking about it. Stop watching it. Done. That show will not get picked up for a round 2, but the more people talk about it, the more they just keep on doing it. Anyways, let's keep going. I have no idea. Y'all let me know what you think. All right, let's keep going.
Like it was just 8.5 years. I look at it like it was 33 years.
Okay.
So I think.
Okay, that's how you see it, but not for the crime. For the crime, it was 8.5 years she served for the crime.
That's right.
No, not her victimization, but her crime. And then you have to understand, wasn't Nick also a victim of her? She manipulated him, Rod, 2 years. So it's not like Dee Dee was doing this and then she just snapped one day. She took in another person and plotted and planned it and groomed him to do it. So do you understand why the people, the public, are sitting there looking at you all like, it's disgusting. You're all profiting off of one guy's in prison because he was manipulated for 2 years. And then she murdered somebody and sat for 8.5 years and then is out trying to act like I'm this great person, influencing the young all over social media. Do you see where the public's concerned? Still making the money.
And Rod, how can you even say that there wasn't any acting in this? I mean, we have a video of her at Disney, eating royal mashed potatoes, and literally 6 days later, she's on a video with Nick dressed up like Ruby, talking about God knows what. She was able to go from sick Gypsy to not sick Gypsy within hours. So that she absolutely was putting on an act for, the public and somebody else behind closed doors. That's concerning when you can be those two completely separate people within hours of the other one. In 1 minute she's in a wheelchair and
I don't think understand. So you're like, why is the public picking on me? Get yourself out of the limelight. You want to have a quiet family life? Stop collecting money on the death of Dee Dee. Even if she did abuse Gypsy, you are all wrong. You're wrong for it. And the public doesn't appreciate it.
I'm curious what he has to say. I mean, how do you explain that, Rod, all of this?
Man, that goes back to it, y'all. That goes back to it. I mean, I can see what she's saying and say, this is crazy as hell. Y'all making money off of that stuff. But at the same time, it's like, she wouldn't be making anything if people didn't watch it. There's a want for it. People are watching it. I mean, there's absolutely horrible movies that make a lot of money because people want to watch it, but the movie is terrible. Like the movie should damn near be considered unethical, and they should round up that director and all the crew and everything, but people still go to watch it and it makes money. It's one of those weird spots where you're like, because y'all families sell the rights to this kind of stuff, and they make movies off of people that, you know, people that were lives were taken and stuff all the time. People writing books about the crazy stuff that they do. O.J. Simpson wrote a book. I don't think he got to keep that money, though. I think it went to her family, but their families. But he wrote a book about that. Remember that, y'all? It's crazy. It's crazy. But I'm telling you, I mean, the fastest way to not see something is to stop supporting it. Or honestly, y'all, the fastest way to stop seeing something is subscribe to it on TikTok. Follow it on TikTok, because apparently people follow stuff on TikTok and then never see it. Because we got almost 250,000 followers on TikTok and videos get 3,000 views. So apparently, if you want something to disappear, just give it a follow. Just give it a follow. That's all you got to do.
Bruh.
I guess I'm a little bit bitter.
How dare you?
All right, let's keep going. Where's the video?
Do you understand?
I understand what y'all are saying. I understand it looks bad.
It is bad. It does not look bad. It is bad.
Yeah, it really is. I mean,
Even if she was a victim of much as by proxy, even if she was a victim, it is still not right for your family to be collecting off the death of Dee Dee Blanchard and the imprisonment of Nick Godejohn.
And the continual manipulation. I mean, we watched it on Lifetime for the past 5 months. I mean, you know, we watched her manipulate your family, Ryan. I mean, just, you know, it's crazy that it seems like she has not gotten any better. She is a master manipulator and a sociopath at best. You can sit back and watch this happen. And you seem like a really nice guy. Trust me, our hearts all go out to you. I think you are caught up in a mess that you don't know how to get yourself
Can I say
out
something
of,
on Christy's behalf, though? And I've said this, and anybody who watches my lives or videos know I've said this. So when you look at Mia, I don't see Dylan. I don't mention him just because he keeps private, and I will respect that. But when you see Mia on the show and you see her on, you know, she doesn't profit off of it. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I'm not trying.
And so you kind of feel bad for her. And you just all need to stop collecting money, stop collecting a payday on somebody's life imprisonment and death. It just makes you all look horrible. And then you all get upset when people talk about you. Well, people don't like you because of it. I'm going to be honest, and I'm not trying to be rude. People don't like
I only get upset when people are saying things that are untrue, in my opinion, that I know for sure is not true. Just like somebody said a while ago, Gypsy has a parole hearing. She doesn't. Okay? So, look.
And that's fine. But if you don't want people to say things that aren't true, again, take your family out of the spotlight. Take them away from the camera lens. Then people will not talk about them.
I mean, you're making money off of, no matter what. Dee Dee was the mother of your daughter. I mean, at one time you had to.
The only thing, I mean, this is the only thing I have about the two ladies that are talking right here. You know, they're saying that their family is wrong for, you know, doing the shows and collecting money and all that stuff. But they're talking about it, and this lady's getting TikTok gifts and stuff like that sent to her while she's saying it's wrong to collect money for talking about what happened. So it's like you're literally yelling that man for getting her, for his daughter to get paid off of that thing, but you are live collecting gifts and money off of it too. You know what I mean? Like that. That part's a little bit like, oh no. I mean, if you really felt that way, then why didn't you turn off the gifts, or why didn't you say, you know, something like that? That's a little bit But again, it's one of those things. I mean, they're free to leave TikTok gifts on and have, you know, people support their channel during their live streams. And Gypsy Rose is out of prison for now. She did her time for what they found her guilty of and all that stuff, what she did the plea deal for. And she has the right to go out and do television shows and stuff if she wants to do that, and if there's an audience that wants to watch it. I don't know. Y'all tell me what you think. I can see both sides. Like I said, it's a weird thing, isn't it? It's a weird thing. Let's keep going.
Have cared about this woman, and your whole family is profiting off of her death, and a death that it was committed by your daughter, who manipulated a kid that probably couldn't hardly barely tie his own shoes. And here, she's blitzing around with Kim Kardashian and walking the Hollywood Walk of Fame. I mean, it's disgusting.
And then I'll give credit. You can tell you and Christy raised Mia and Dylan well. And I've said that, and everybody here who's on here has heard me say that. The problem is Christy wants to not look bad, but she just looks like she just wants the most benefit, and she just looks like a vindictive stepmother. You guys need to get out of the spotlight. You don't, and that may not be true. I'm not saying that's true, but I'm just saying, does she see? She needs to understand that from the public's view, that's what she makes herself look like. So this is doing you no benefit other than financial gain. And if you want to keep, people are not going to stop talking about it. It's just it's what it is.
Man, can I say something?
Go ahead.
Yeah, I agree with you. Mia was raised properly. Gypsy was not. I believe she was
I agree.
I think she has a story to tell. I think she still has support. I think she is progressing, and we're part of that journey with her. We want to see
Really, Rod, you can't even, you know what? I was with you up until there. I believe, and again, I'm with Nancy though. I believe that, she wasn't parented right, and there was manipulation to Gypsy on the same part. But no, it's not because she has a story, Rod.
Now is the time where you could be that
You
parent.
could do for Gypsy if you loved your family is take them out of the spotlight. It looks like you don't care about. Christy doesn't care about Gypsy. Look what she did to her between the marriage and that's what we're seeing. And then we like you even less. And then we're going to continue talking. And then you're all getting upset. So again, take yourself out for a little bit, get her therapy, and then let her speak about her story. But we don't see a story. We see TV trash, and you're just getting money off of someone's death, and it looks horrible.
Okay,
and if you really cared how you look, then you would see that.
That's not how everyone sees it.
Oh, that's how the majority see it.
That is not how the majority sees it. I don't think so. I think there's a lot of people that do see it the way that she's saying, but I think the majority of people would see it as she did her time. She's out doing whatever the hell she wants. It's America. Y'all believe in freedom, right? She got the freedom now to do whatever she wants.
Well,
oh man, this is crazy. Y'all tell me what you think. I don't know.
You're right.
Don't you see it that way, Ron?
She doesn't talk about her sickness or her victimization on the show. She's talking about men. Where in there is she helping anybody?
Yeah.
Where?
Because it's reality TV. It's like Fantasy Island. They're not talking about, well, you should probably wrap it up so you don't get all kinds of crazy ass STDs. No, they're just banging everybody. Everybody's banging everybody because it's TV. And people are like, and they keep us distracted watching all this crap. It's like, oh, damn, this lady knew this guy for like 8 days before they got married. Now there's all kinds of craziness. He's running away from her. Yeah.
I'm going to teach you how to go from a husband to a baby daddy real quick. Where is she advocating for anybody or showing a victim story in that? Come on. She's trying to catch her husband, pulling an Amber Heard, trying to catch her husband so she can look like a victim again. Where is she in there telling her story? What story?
Not once. Never.
What did you expect?
Because that doesn't sell.
Her to come out and be perfect, not make any mistakes.
I expect her to come out, get some therapy, and don't complain when you're going to act like trash on TV and then complain when people talk about you. She should be coming out. You want to talk about your story, then make the show about her story, not about her trashy love life that she can't handle. Right?
Nobody knows what her story is going to be. Nobody knew she was going to.
We just went through a whole season, and what's her story? You're right. So how can you say it's because she has a story and people are watching her because she has a story? She hasn't said anything about a story.
You say she wasn't raised right. Maybe
so they're just trying to make money off of her trashy image, not because she has a story to tell. Now, if she actually sat down and said, "This is my story. This is who I'm trying to reach," maybe people would see it differently.
Hey, her life is her story right now. Yo,
it's disgusting.
And I'm gonna need you to seriously. Then we need to get her help.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I agree with the dude on that one, Raw, right there. The story is her life is the story, and that's her life right now. That's what people want to watch now. They don't want to watch her talking about what happened 8 years ago, 10 years ago. That already happened. Wasn't the show called Life After Lockup? Man, This show wasn't called Life Before Lockup. The prequel. They didn't Star Wars us. They didn't hit us with episode 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3. We didn't get Star Wars. We got. That's a damn good analogy, y'all. I'm gonna need some thumbs up in the chat for that one. That's a very good analogy. We didn't get Tarantino'd over here, starting at the beginning and then go back, or start at the end and go back to the beginning. I don't know. Y'all tell me what you think. Y'all tell me what you think.
If that her life is the fact that she can't hold a marriage and that Christy's helping her get out of a marriage to have a baby daddy, like, do you understand that's what people see? That's a sad story and that's nothing to be proud of. And then you complain.
Don't watch it then. True Time, I do, but I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 chats up at all times, 5 chats up. So I try to glance around and read as much as I can. Sometimes it goes too fast too.
When people are sitting there making up trashy rumors.
Christy,
what are you expecting?
Christy, what?
They want rumors though.
Now that I've
Rumors
seen the
make people
show,
watch
see
the show.
how happy Gypsy is. Gypsy made a mistake by marrying Ryan. She thought she was going to come out and be happy and get over Ken. She didn't. She made a mistake.
So you think that how that all aired out was, I mean, proper conduct? I mean, come on.
No, I don't. I don't think. It
So
was.
then where is her story? Where is the helping others? It was all about her messy relationship.
DC, thank you.
Manipulation. It was more.
It was just showing us how she is a master manipulator. And it's making Christy look really bad.
The story's not over. Story's not over.
What story? You're right. Now there's a baby involved. And so there's a season 2. Again, we are the public. We are watching. You maybe live in a different story, but I'm going to tell you the story the public sees.
I have no control of the show happening or not happening.
So then do you understand though? Again, it's ultimately going to come down to people are going to talk shit if you're going to hang yourself in front of the camera. That's ultimately what it is. You can defend it all you want.
Oh my gosh.
It's not going to stop until you get yourself out of the spotlight.